Welcome to the podcast today. I have my good friend Suman. He is the head of BD at Checkerchain. Now, people that are completely unfamiliar with Checkerchain, give us a brief description and what are you all hoping to accomplish?
Sure. Thank you, Jax. Pleasure to be here. Sure. I remember, like, let me begin with the story, right? So recently I bought like a beard trimming machine. So I went to this website and I saw really good reviews, and then I bought it. And then like I started using it, and then like realized, okay, it's not that good, right? And then we're living in this age of information overload. Overload. We're living in the attention economy, but how much of the voice, how much of the noise can you really trust, right? Especially when it comes to something like reviews. I think it's even like the trust is even more important, and yet quite lacking as well. Um, and we thought like, what can be done, right? And we sort of like a group of friends, we were talking about it, and we sort of came up with Checker Chain, right? So basically what Checker Chain does is like, there are posters, and the posters, they would post products or services in our platform, and then reviewers, they will be chosen to provide a review. And then we have something called a TRCM, or a trustless review consensus mechanism. So essentially what trustless review consensus mechanism does is it rewards the people who are giving the review if their review matches with the review of most of other people. We're doing this because like you can lie in multiple ways, right? But if you are telling the truth, then it's quite likely that you'll say the same thing. So hopefully this will uh, help honest brands reach more people, and then like remove scams and all.
Yeah, so let's kind of walk through how this would work. Let's say I'm gonna create the Jack's hair gel that's gonna help people keep their hair exactly the way they want it, and I, is it I'm looking for reviews? Like, so me, the consumer, or you, the consumer who's looking to buy hair gel, is going to be going to Checker Chain and being like, okay, this is actually a review. And then people that leave reviews that are in consensus get a reward.
Yeah, absolutely. I think for now it's mostly digital products, right? And then
Mhm.
so basically, a product will be posted, and then you have like 24 hours to give a review, right? And then we have various mechanisms through which we try to find out that you have actually used the product as well. So, for example, you want to uh, I guess later down the line, we also want to sort of expand to physical products or other stuff as well. But for now, let's say to sort of like slightly twist your question, if you will. Let's say Jack, you launch a digital product, right? And then you want it there. You want to let people know, right? And then you'll go to our platform. You'll post it. People will be selected, right? It's not everyone will uh, get to review. Like selected people will get selected products, and then from that people will be able to post review. And then like, so if you have to judge like how it's doing and how to stay vigilant if there is any scammers, or if there's like good reviews, so there's something called profile score. So if somebody has a higher profile score, that means that they have a higher score through the TRCM that I mentioned slightly before. So like if the people with the higher score give good reviews, that is sort of counted more. Whereas like let's say somebody with a really low score, now of course it could be maybe they're just starting out, but if they've been doing it for a bit, and if they still have a low profile score, that means that the TRCM has figured out that okay, they might be lying, or they might be insincere.
Got it. Real quick, a complete aside. This Prashant Sony is trying to enter. Do we know this person?
uh, yeah, I think he's also from Checker Chain, but I don't know uh, if he's supposed to be here.
I'll just keep ignoring him. Okay, cool. Continue. So Sorry, that completely threw me off. I'm like, who is this person coming in like 7 minutes late to a live recording? Either way, we'll cut this part out. So you talked a little bit about the TRCM. So for people like that aren't fully grasping the concept, kind of describe what is TRCM and how that helps the checker chain, like a consensus mechanism.
Absolutely. So I think like checker chain is kind of like, software is not a product but a process, kind of like that. Checker chain itself is also like, we like to view it as not a product but kind of like a protocol, and then like it's kind of like the heartbeat, the ecosystem, or the constitution, if you will. So essentially, TRCM is, let's say someone like person A posts a product, right? And people are selected to give reviews. Now, what the TRCM does is, TRCM stands for Trustless Review Consensus Mechanism. So, like, there's this word consensus that gives most of the stuff away. And you know, like to give you another story, one of my friends started a store, and I went there. It's a restaurant. The food was not that good, right? But in in the notion of being a good friend, I on Google Maps, I gave a good review. On a Yelp, I gave a good review, right?
So you
Now
would
then,
in checker chain, you'd be viewed as like you would be losing money.
yes, yeah. And the thing is, like, I just want to be a good friend, right? Uh, but let's say something like, or let's say you go to a store and, like, let's say the customer service really makes you angry, right? Let's say maybe they're late, or I don't know, if you're going to a restaurant, let's say the food is not that good, or maybe it's not, compared to the price, it's not that good. Then you may like get emotional and give out like a 1 star review or 0 star. Um, yeah, and that's a problem, right? Because sometime, that might be just one instance in a series of right, and it doesn't really matter how good you are going to have bad days, right? And this connects to TRCM in the sense that what it tries to do is it tries to sort of like, what we've realized is, like, you can lie in many ways, right? So if I ask you, like, why was it good, and you don't really like it, you may say, excuse one or excuse two, right? And since you're lying, that it could be anything. But let's say you generally genuinely use this product and you really like it, and then you give a review, right? Okay, I like this product because XYZ, right? It solves this problem. And if that is really the truth, somebody else who is also using the product will give the same review, or like somewhere within that periphery, right? So that sort of promotes this sense of like authentic reviews. And yeah, the mechanism it will look at, and yeah, through the mechanism, the people who give honest reviews, what they will do is it will increase the profile score, like I mentioned before. So yeah, so that's the thing. So it is a mechanism through which reviewers uh, who give reviews that are similar or in consensus with other reviewers will be rewarded more and will receive more incentives.
Got it. Got it. So, I'm looking at the website a little bit, and I see some of my favorite things are low reviewed. I'm like, what, Mercury, a 3.4 out of 5 stars? That's crazy. So what's the current adoption for this technology, or are you guys more in the infancy stage?
Yeah, actually, like we're kind of like, we have 2,200 plus community members. So I guess you could say it's kind of like in between infancy and then like taking off, right? Or maybe it's just like a young kid that has just started to run, but it can't really run that well, and it falls down a lot, but it stands up and runs again. um, so yeah, but like you said, again, that's one of the things, right? You said some of the products that you love are receiving lower reviews, but maybe the people that are using it, maybe they don't like it, and somehow by coincidence, maybe we have received those kind of people. But as the number of users grow, if it is not really the truth, they will be in the minority, and the TRCM, the consensus mechanism, will sort of like, uh, automatically prioritize like the consensus.
Got it. Got it. And now you guys are, we're from obviously Zero Gravity's team, and you're related to the project. So how are you guys, using zero gravity, and what kind of attracted you to a chain that's largely focused on decentralized AI?
Absolutely. I think one of the reasons why I got into blockchain and Web3, all this, is because of the decentralization thing, right? This sense of, uh, you know, power to the people kind of thing, right? And I think we have these handful of really strong people, entities, let's say, right? And then they have access over our data and stuff. So I think philosophically, me and my team, and we're mostly very young, kind of stupid, but ambitious people, and I think like philosophically, that is how we were aligned to something like Zero Gravity Lab. But I think like we sort of see this as a partnership, a strategic partnership, that let's say something like AWS, right? A centralized storage, especially like narrowing it down to something like Checker Chain. The reviews there, it can be censored, it can be manipulated, especially the negative reviews one, right? Um, and I think with something like OG Labs, it could prove beneficial for us because the content, it will be stored in distributed network, right? And hopefully with that, there will be less tampering of the proof, and it will be more cost efficient as well. um, and also, like, adding on to that, I think like the review, they will get to stay online. They can't be bought, and they can't be deleted. And the users, if they want, they will be able to sort of like access full context as well. So I think uh, yeah, I think those are some of the reasons why we're interested with OG. We're
Got it.
really excited as well.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. And then finally, do you guys have any, milestones or anything coming up that the broader community should be aware of?
Yeah, I think like we're starting. So basically, so right now I'm in Nepal, and we're trying to grow the South Asian community, right? So lots of people in South Asia. It's a big market here as well. So of course we are trying to grow our community in the United States, of course, but in South Asia as well. And yeah, I think like we've recently reached a WhatsApp group, and there are like lots of people who are trying to. It's an active group, and then we're trying to sort of, we have like a couple of thousand people there. And what we're trying to
Mhm.
do is we're trying to onboard them into our platform. And currently what we are doing is we are building stuff so that like when they come over, right? So it's not like a DDoS situation or something, right? Hopefully we are able to support them when they come in. Uh, and yeah, I think that, so I think one milestone would be like a great increase in people, because like we have a community, and but they are about to join us. And I think like with OG as well, we are exploring more things as well. And I think like there's this new feature. So basically right now, what happens is, to log in, to create account, you need a wallet. So there are a number of wallet options available, but we are doing it so that we are building it so that like people can come in and give reviews with their socials as well. And then like maybe they can join in their wallets later as well. So if they just want to test out, or they want to involve their wallet. So I think there's that. So these are some of the things that are happening.
Nice. And then finally, where can people connect with you? Where can they connect with Checker Chain online?
Yeah. So soon, I think our WhatsApp group is for right now South Asia only, but we're trying to increase that into sort of expand that into United States and the Latins. And yeah, we're active on Discord. We're active on Telegram. Um, we're active on Twitter as well. And yeah, you can just email us, or you can just join our community. Like if you go to our website, most of the information is available there. Yeah, I think if people want to get involved, just give us a text, and we'll be happy to guide you.
Awesome. Well, everyone go get involved with Checker Chain, and definitely go check out the website and maybe leave some very positive reviews or some very accurate reviews. And until the next time, let's keep on the future of decentralized AI.